I mean, we've got my top 10 list for NBA teams going into the playoffs. Okay, seedings are not finalized yet, but I got to give it to you because you've got my top 10 teams in the NBA. Celtics, Cavaliers, Lakers, Warriors, Thunder, Nuggets, Knicks, Bucks, Clippers, and Rockets. Now, before you guys start freaking out in the comments, let's just take a step back and acknowledge the fact that the Celtics are the best team in the NBA. They're the defending NBA champs. They have the sixth man of the year, Peyton Pritchard, coming off the bench, who has been a very good player this year. He's averaging 14 points a game. Jason Tatum, again, is always floating under the radar. He needs to get some more respect. Jaylen Brown, that crew is legit. Coach Missoula's still there. I mean, the Celtics, they got all the pieces. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with. I don't think anyone in the Eastern Conference can beat them. The only team I could see knocking off the Celtics is the Cleveland Cavaliers because they have size, they have length down low, and they have two guards that can score. I mean, the Cavaliers have 7 guys averaging double figures. 7. And I think Donovan Mitchell, with his playoff experience, can really help out this Cavalier team. And they also got DeAndre Hunter, who not only can score the basketball when he needs to, but he's also very good defensively. And you could have him guard a guy like Jason Tatum, and you would be fine with that. I think Cleveland and Boston is going to be a very interesting Eastern Conference Finals. Very interesting. I could see it going 7. I think it's going to be a dogfight for the Celtics, but I think the Celtics will prevail with that championship pedigree. Now, if you look at the rest of this list, Lakers are at 3 because I just can't see any team guarding Luka Doncic and LeBron James in the postseason. You can't double team them. The only time you can double team them is when one of those two is out of the game, and both of them are terrific passers. They both make their team better. They have shooters around them. They have very solid role players around Luka and LeBron. This team is built to win. That's why I think the Lakers are going to win the title, is because you've got 2 of the best players in the league. You've got Luka Doncic, who just made the NBA Finals. I mean, he was averaging 30 points in the month of March. He was playing spectacular. People complain about his defense, but people were complaining about his defense last year. And guess what? They still made the NBA Finals. So I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot, especially when the Lakers can score the basketball. They can. They can score the basketball. And they're not horrible defensively. I think they can figure it out. JJ Redick is a heck of a coach, man. Heck of a coach. This Lakers team is going to be tough to deal with. But I also think, I don't think the Thunder are going to make the conference finals, but I think the Warriors and Lakers are the 2 best teams in the West. I mean, ever since the Warriors have gotten Jimmy Butler, they're 16-4. And Jimmy Butler has been averaging 17 points a game. I mean, Jimmy Butler just adds another element to this team that the Warriors desperately needed. They needed another guy on offense to take some pressure off of Steph Curry. And they got it. And it's very impressive to see what this Warriors team has done since they've gotten Jimmy Butler. And let's not forget, when Jimmy Butler gets in the postseason, he gets into a completely different mode. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I think the Warriors are primed for a run. So are the Lakers. They're primed for a run. They have 2 players, Luka Doncic and Jimmy Butler, who go bananas in the postseason. Warriors, Lakers in the first round? No. I want that later in the postseason. I want that later in the postseason. I don't need that now in the postseason. I don't need that now. No. That's 2. Those are 2 teams that are too good to meet in the first round. I don't want to see that yet. I don't want to see it. I don't want to. And Nuggets at 6. Okay. what are they doing? I mean, did the Nuggets do possibly the second stupidest thing this season behind the Mavericks trading Luka, which is firing the most winningest head coach in franchise history a week before the playoffs start? I think they did. I think they did. And it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, there was a statement from Josh Kroenke, vice chairman of Kroenke Sports Entertainment. And he said, the timing of this decision is unfortunate as Coach Malone helped build the foundation of our now championship level program. It is a necessary step to allow us to compete at the highest level right now. First of all, how does that help you compete at the highest level right now? You guys are a top 5 seed in the West. What are you guys doing? I mean, has it really been this bad? I mean, maybe you guys have lost some games that you shouldn't have lost in the last couple of weeks. Timberwolves is definitely one of them. But is that really enough? I mean, Michael Malone just won a championship 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it's not like they're plummeting. It's not like they're in the play-in. I mean, wait till after the season. Now you got the whole locker room stirred up. Now the Nuggets won't make a run. Any chance that the Nuggets had of making a deep postseason run, I think it's gone out the window. It's gone out the window. I mean, I don't understand how this. And then he also said this decision was not made lightly and was evaluated very carefully, and we do it only with the intention of giving our group the best chance at competing for the 2025 NBA championship and delivering another title to Denver and our fans. So he basically said the same thing twice, and he just pretty much said a bunch of BS that makes no sense. It's basically what he just said. He basically just said, you know what? This was a tough decision, but this is the best move moving forward. One, that's a PR answer. You have to say that. And two, it's not the best decision moving forward. What did Michael Malone do wrong? What did he do wrong? I mean, he's been there for 10 years. You guys hired him in 2015. He turned that franchise around. He turned them around. He won you guys your first NBA championship. Your first ever. I mean, what are we doing? Like, geez, man. Like, how dumb can these executives be? I mean, it's just insane. You've also got the MVP. You could argue Nikola Jokic wins MVP. He won't, but you could argue. He's going to have voter fatigue this year. That's just how it works. But, I mean, I don't know. And you got an interim head coach stepping in at possibly the worst time in the season. If you're going to fire this guy, at least have a good reason why. He's doing this in the locker room. He's not behaving correctly. Like, there's got to be some, like, you owe it. You have to think there's more than just this. Well, we thought this is the best decision moving forward. Like, did he hurt somebody? Like, did he do something? Like I just, like, you got to have more of a concrete reason than just that. It's just stupid, man. And then let's go to 7. The Knicks. I think this is a pretty quick take. I mean, I think the Knicks are going to get ran into the ground. They've had players complaining about minutes. They are going to be so exhausted when they get to the postseason. And I just don't see them making it past the second round. I just don't. They're going to be tired because Tom Thibodeau doesn't know how to manage his minutes. He doesn't know how to manage his players throughout an 82-game season. I mean, Mikal Bridges, a guy who hasn't missed an NBA game ever in his entire career. And he also has the longest consecutively played games in NBA history. He was complaining about minutes. So you have to help your team a little bit. Rest them. Simple as that. Simple as that. I mean, they have good players. But Jalen Brunson, he's been injured. He's been banged up this year. He seems like he's always banged up. And then the Bucks, I mean, they're in here, but I'm honestly tempted to move them lower because I just don't know about this Damian Lillard health thing. I heard he's going to resume basketball activity soon, but I don't know. Damian Lillard concerns me with those blood clots. I mean, blood clots are no joke. I mean, as a Heat fan, I saw Chris Bosh's career literally end because of blood clots. And we don't know what's going to happen with Victor Wembanyama's career because of blood clots. I hope his career is not over. So blood clots are a serious matter, and I really don't know what that's going to look like for the Bucks or how he's going to be when he comes back, because that's a pretty big deal. And his conditioning is definitely not going to be there. He's definitely going to lose his conditioning because you can't do anything basketball related. You can't even really exercise when you have a blood clot issue. And then the Clippers, they've flown under the radar. I'd probably move the Clippers and Rockets above the Bucks and put the Bucks at 10, because when you've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, you kind of have to put the Bucks at 10. You kind of have to put them in the top. But you could substitute the Pacers in there. That's another team you could put in. They did make the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They've been playing good basketball as of late. They've been clicking. But the Clippers, they've only had Kawhi. They haven't even had Kawhi Leonard for the whole season. And they're still 46 and 32, fifth in the West. I mean, they always figure it out. And James Harden's probably having the most efficient year of his career. He's fifth in the league in assists. He's really just been a difference maker when it comes to just distributing the basketball. He's also taking good step back shots. He's being smart. And this is the type of James Harden you need when you're trying to make a run for an NBA championship. And I think also Zubac has just been such a big weapon for this Clippers team. I mean, he is definitely a top 5 center in the NBA, and he's 4th in the league in rebounds. And then you got Chris Dunn, who's 5th in the league in steals. So, I mean, I think if you give the Clippers a healthy Kawhi Leonard and they're healthy, they could really make some damage. A healthy Kawhi Leonard could get you to the Western Conference Finals and could get you to the NBA Finals. I don't think it's going to beat the Los Angeles Lakers or the Golden State Warriors if you meet those teams in the conference finals. But, I mean, if the Clippers play the Thunder in a series, I could easily see the Clippers winning that in like 6 or 7. Easily. And then let's go to the last one, the Rockets. I mean, look, I like the Rockets. I think they are a good young team. They are well coached by Ime Udoka. I just think they're going to run into a team that just has. I just think they're going to run into a team that has a little bit more offense, and they're not going to be able to deal with it. They also have a lot of guys that don't have experience in the postseason, even though they have Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, guys like that. But I just don't think they have enough experience. They're kind of like the Thunder. Even though the Thunder have a little bit more experience, I just don't think the Thunder have enough offense. I think the Rockets honestly have a little bit more offense, but their defense is really good, and they also rebound the ball really well. They're first in the NBA in rebounds. So, I mean, they have a lot of, Sengun's really good. Jalen Green. I mean, they have players, but I don't know. Second seed in the West, I mean, it just seems like it's bound to collapse for the Houston Rockets at some point. It just does. It just does. I hate to knock young teams for no experience, but experience matters. If you know how to win in the playoffs, it just takes you a long way. But there's a lot of promise when it comes to the NBA in this postseason. I'm excited for it.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my